You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, yesterday there was I'm not going to call it a highly entertaining game, but there was a Lions-Minnesota Vikings game that came down to the end of the game. Came down to another field goal. Dan Campbell's heart broken once again. Well, after the game, right after the game, on the sidelines, there was a very, very awkward moment between Mike Zimmer and quarterback Kirk Cousins. It was caught, of course, on camera, leaving everybody to speculate. Now, one of the heavyweight champions of Corona Bros is, of course, Mike Florio over at Pro Football Talk. Now, I always try to be fair to people. When Mike sticks to football, he's good. But sometimes he goes on these tangents, particularly about the vaccine and about the virus, and you're like, oh, Christ. Man, would you just talk about damn football? Well, I'm going to show you the shove. We're going to see the video of it. People are speculating. Yes, people on Twitter also think it's vaccine-related somehow. But we all know Kirk Cousins gets fired up. Does anybody remember, you like that? You like that, mother bleeping? Yeah. Well, that was after a victory. He was fired up. He was with the Redskins. And he came back and won the game. By the way, I think Kirk Cousins is an underrated quarterback. There, I said it. Got that out of the way. So, let's take a look at this, and I will show you the video. No worries there. Kirk Cousins and Mike Zimmer have an awkward moment after the Minnesota win. Florio. It started when Greg Joseph came up short on a 49-yard field goal attempt that would have given Minnesota an insurmountable 19-6 lead. It ended when Joseph made a 54-yard field goal that gave the Vikings an unlikely win. But it wasn't quite over. Cameras caught Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins and Vikings coach Mike Zimmer in an aggressive push and shove moment. It looked like something other than a moment of unbridled joy. Now, I do have a couple of lines of speculation on this. It looked like Cousins was releasing some frustration in the face of Zimmer, and Zimmer not appreciating the aggressive gesture. I tend to agree with that, to the point where someone needed to hold Zimmer back from beating the crap out of his quarterback. Now, for these purposes, Zimmer, according to Florio, would beat the crap out of Cousins. I don't know about that. Cousins downplayed the incident after the game. He said, I was just celebrating with it. I was fired up. I tend to believe that. To the outside observer, it felt like something other than a celebration. Okay, let's just look at it. This is it right here. Yeah, Cousins, he grabs his coach right there, and then Zimmer's pissed. And look, the assistant coach actually does reach out and sort of grab Zimmer, but I don't know that he had to. There. We know Cousins gets super fired up. We can tell it's at an exact moment of victory. And we're going to look at some of these Twitter comments too, because it's weird how many people associated this somehow with the jab. Okay, to the outside observer, it felt like something other than celebration. It felt like belligerent defiance from Cousins, an opportunity to stick it to his coach, who has been publicly, and I'm sure privately, outspoken about his disagreement with Cousins' decision to not get vaccinated. God, Mike Florio, come on. It underscores the fact that the Vikings are 2-3, that they should be 1-4, and that the Vikings have a mini murderer's row of games coming up between the rematch with the Lions in Week 13. Cousins and Zimmer may not have many opportunities for awkwardly aggressive celebrations between now and their trip to Detroit. There's also now there is a close-up here, right here, and it looks like Zimmer looks like he's pissed, okay? Kirk Cousins, I don't think he's pissed, but Zimmer looks like he's pissed. Now, what's funny is the guy in the background right there watching all this, like, what the what? Now you got people on here claiming this is not excitement. Somebody needs to slow this down, read lips. This isn't excitement. They both said in the presser it was blowing off steam together. This guy says hogwash. This guy literally says, so is Kurt vaccinated? There's a lot of close contact spray there. Okay, so congratulations, R. Stone, for being the biggest vagina in the room. Nope, he just came off quarantine because of a close contact, and he's unvaccinated. He says he'll do everything for the team except get vaccinated, obviously, facepalm. Facepalm to you for being the second largest vagina in the room right now. Well, if Zimmer is vaccinated, then I wouldn't worry. People are literally having a conversation about Kirk Cousins, his vaccination status, and this damn push. I mean, really? It's crazy. It is crazy. Now, I do think this is funny. There's the picture of the guy that was watching him in the background. I don't know if he's a player or if he's a coach. Some guys are speculating because they believe that the play calling right now in Minnesota is terrible on offense and that they're not cutting Kirk Cousins loose and letting him throw the ball around the field. So I don't know if it's got something to do with that, Kirk Cousins being frustrated. Some are speculating that Zimmer pushed him back because Cousins isn't vaccinated. Well, wait a minute, Mike Zimmer, you're supposed to be vaccinated, right? So everything's okay, right? Crickets, Daffy Duck dancing, crickets, anybody? That's my understanding, right? So what do we think it is? Is there a private non-public feud between Mike Zimmer and Kirk Cousins? Now, I've got to be honest with you. I like Mike Zimmer and I like Kirk Cousins. But I think Kirk Cousins, when his contract is up, I think he's shooting that deuce out of Minnesota. I really do. Go ahead, test your luck with Kellen Mond. Oh, my God. As much as Chris Sims gets quarterbacks right coming out of the draft, I don't like his big countdown he does of quarterbacks that are already playing, but he's very good at draftable quarterbacks coming out. But he likes Kellen Mond. He loves Kellen Mond. I have no idea why. I really don't. I watched him play in college and thought that is not an NFL quarterback. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Are you triggered? Are you triggered because there was a shoving match of excitement between these two? Do you think Mike Zimmer was pissed because Kirk Cousins is not vaccinated? Is Kirk Cousins pissed because he knows his coach wants him to be vaccinated? How did this become about the jab? Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.